Okay, so this is our third and final part of our Easter journaling with our decorated eggs. And my mission for today is to create a background in my art journal to hold these lovely little creations that we've been working on over the past few days. Now, there's 100 ways you could do this. You could make any sort of background that you like, really. I thought initially that I would like to make some kind of nest arrangement for the eggs, not necessarily out of this, although I do kind of love this raffia type thing, but maybe out of little bits of torn paper. I've done that before on different pages. But then I thought there's quite a lot of these eggs, and if they're all kind of piled on top of each other in a nest, I felt like on reflection the story was going to feel a bit muddled, so I wanted to go for something a bit simpler. The other idea I thought of was to create a pocket on a page. This is actually a pocket made out of a security envelope, so it's got a window in it, but some kind of envelope on the page just to keep the eggs in and then keep them loose so that I could take them out and use them in other ways on other occasions. But in the end, I just decided actually I feel what I want to do is to just have them very simply on the page, pretty much as we created them, in order like this on the page. So really I'm just looking for a nice background that is not going to detract too much from these guys, because this is the main message of the page and of Easter. So it doesn't need to be complicated. So I'm just going to play in my usual sort of way. I'm going to probably start with some collage. I kind of want to keep it fresh and spring-like. Want to press into that whole joyful resurrection kind of feeling of, I've got a little stash here of collage materials that have got kind of flowers on. I was thinking about nature journals, actually, like nature journals with beautiful illustrations of actual birds' eggs and botanical illustrations like this, with maybe a little bit of a vintagey feel. That was kind of my inspiration and colour palette for the page. So that's where I'm starting. Might end up somewhere different, but let's give it a go. Just wanted to jump on and say thank you so much if you have been following this Easter series all the way through. I really appreciate every single view and subscribe and like and comment that I get on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. It really makes a huge difference to me. Thank you. Okay, so I've got a first layer of collage down. I wanted to add some more music paper, and I remembered that I have got a lovely old hymn book here that is falling apart, and I wanted to choose a hymn, an Easter type hymn. I've got Thine Be the Glory as well, which I love. So I think I'm going to go for that one. It's a classic Easter resurrection hymn. So I am going to tear it up, but I'm going to do it carefully, and I love the title as well, so I might keep that for an upper layer a bit more. Okay, I'll just stick those down. So I've stuck down the music paper. I'm going to add a tiny bit of this tape as well, just this packing tape. It's just a different kind of texture and a sort of darker value as well. Don't really like the straight edges. It's super sticky. Okay, that'll do, and I'm going to add some gesso, some white gesso now, and that will just kind of seal down the collage, blend it all together really nicely, and knock it back a bit. I'm just going to be careful though when going over some of these lovely lyrics here. You don't have to go over everything. Especially good to go over just the edges of the collage. Okay, yeah, I like that. And next I think I'm going to add some watercolour, and I'm going to choose some of the same kind of shades that we used on our eggs, kind of pastel-y shades. I'm thinking that there's a bit of a kind of suggestion of a landscape going on here, with some hills, which kind of goes with all the wildflowers and that kind of idea. So I think I might try and do a kind of sunrise. Some of this pink. I'm just using a really big brush and I'm holding it quite loosely at the end, so I'm not getting all precious about what's really going on here. That's good. I feel like I want to do some flicks like we did on the eggs at the beginning. Maybe some green as well. I'm liking how this is coming along. Okay, so I just wanted to pause at this stage, and I have just been taking some time just to read in my Bible the account of the resurrection and the road to Emmaus. I thought it might be quite nice to put a road here somehow. It was the road to understanding, wasn't it, for these two guys? A road to revelation and belief. And we're all on that road, aren't we? Although some of us have made the decision to follow Jesus, there's always more to learn. I love the way they said their hearts burned within them as Jesus explained the scripture to them. And that's the challenge for us, to keep our hearts hungry. And so I'm just going to do some journaling. So I'm just going to write in pencil over my page just my thoughts about what I've just read. And you can write this just as thoughts, or you can write it as a prayer to God. You can write out some of the scripture, anything you like, really. I've finished saying what I want to say on the page. You can't really see it or read it, but I know it's there, and that's what I wanted to say to God, which was along the lines of open up my eyes. Don't let me take Easter for granted. Help me to enter in again to the joy and awe that those disciples felt on those first encounters with the risen Jesus. And so I've prayed that. I've put my little road here, my road to Emmaus, my road to revelation. And I thought it'd be nice to put the final egg, the stone moved away from the tomb, sort of at the destination of that path. So yeah, I think it's time to add these eggs now. I've thought about all kinds of placements, but I think probably what I'm just going to do is a really simple grid. And I thought about maybe putting some bits of collage behind them to help them stand out. They go really nicely with the colours on this page. I don't know, I'm just feeling that is a bit, there's a lot of collage going on already, so I'm not really going for that idea. I did think about maybe bringing in some textiles. I've got this gorgeous bit of lace here. Maybe underneath the eggs like this. I think that might work if I've got enough, just to add a bit of emphasis so they don't feel like they're just plonked onto the page. I'm just going to cut this ribbon into 3. So I'll put those under there like that. I think that looks good. I'm not going to put the egg actually on the fold, so I'm going to have to move them over slightly, otherwise they won't be very happy when they're folded in half, I don't think. One of those. Okay, so I need to go and get probably some Fabri-Tac glue to glue these guys down, and we'll see how that looks. They are all stuck down now-ish. I think they look great. I love the colours. I just feel like I've lost a bit of this kind of landscape feel, so I'm just gonna, these are my Neo colours, but you could use a colouring pencil or anything really. I'm just gonna outline this hill a little bit more. so that comes back into the picture. Just a little bit more. Like that. A bit more colour in a few other areas too. Let's get rid of these white bits at the side. Because these are water soluble, you can just turn them into paint with a bit of water on your finger. Yeah, that's a bit better. Looks a bit more intentional. Okay, and we've still got the title of our song that we stuck on, although I've lost some of it up here, which is sad. We can still, I've still got Thine Be the Glory, Risen Conquering Son here. So I would like that to go on the page, because we want to give God all the glory for what he has done. And I think I might bundle that up with a bit of collage like that. That is pretty good. Okay, so I've just added a few extra little bits of napkin and tissue paper, just to sort of frame it really. I'm just going to add a little bit of white ink, just because it's fun to do at the end. A few little white drips and splatters. See if we can do some drips at this end. Few more here as well. And a few little splatters as well. I don't want to splatter my eggs though, so I'll just cover them up with something. Just like sprinkling a bit of magic at the end. Okay, then I think I'm calling that done. So I hope you've enjoyed these videos. You can dive in at any stage really. You know, you don't have to paint the eggs first. You don't have to put your eggs on a journal page, but I just hope and pray that you manage to spend some time over the Easter period connecting with the Easter story and the amazing thing that God has done in sending his son Jesus. Glory be to you, Lord. And if you have enjoyed this series, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos in the future. God bless you. I hope you have a lovely Easter, and I will see you soon.